Hey y'all, welcome back. My name's Kess. This video is just going to be chill today because I have to repot some plants outside later, so there was no need to fix my hair or makeup or any of that. And I'm sure most of you can relate since we're inside most of the time anyway, unless you're one of those brave people who are having to work anyway. And if you are, then I'm sure you're having to cover your face with a mask and still no need for makeup. But if you are lucky enough to still be able to see your husband or boyfriend or whichever the case may be, it is nice to fix up sometimes, but today is not one of those days for me since I have other stuff to do. So I thought I'd explain, and also I'll tell you that the intro to this video is filmed at a different time than the rest of it, and that will make more sense to you later. But the jacket that I'm going to distress came from our Walmart. I found it on the app, and I found out that our store had limited stock. And so I put on my mask. I got in there quick and I got one for $13 in case I didn't say that already. It's a men's jacket, and it's George brand. I'm okay with that because I mean the trucker type boyfriend jackets are really in right now anyway, and so is the distressing. And so it's still cool here, and I'm still so ready for dresses. Even if I can't get out, why not dress up for my husband? He likes dresses on me anyway, and since it's still cool, I decided I needed a jacket to go over my dresses because it's hard to match some things. I don't want to wear a hoodie over a dress, and I have sweaters, but they don't always match. And anyway, long story short, the jacket that I'm going to distress came from there, and it was a really good deal. So if I messed it up, I didn't waste a lot of money. So if you want to see how it comes out, just keep watching. I'm also going to include a picture of what the jacket looked like when I started, because I just got up in the morning and I got right to it and started distressing. So this way you'll be able to see what it looked like before. As you can see, I've already done some work on this area right here, but I'm going to show you. You can take your knife, a serrated edge is best because it grabs onto the fabric better, but you just scrape it until you can see where the distressing naturally happens, and that's where you want to keep working on it. If you want rips, you can just use scissors and make a little nick and pull it, and that'll give you plenty of rips. But if you just want distressing like I'm doing now, keep working at it with your knife. I'm telling you, it's going to take a while if you have some good quality denim too. So that's why I'm not showing my face on this video, because I just got up this morning. I knew this was going to take me a while, so I decided to go ahead and start it so I can wash this along with some other jeans and stuff that I have to do. So anyway, I'm going to keep at it. I'll show you another section later, so stick close. I think I'm almost finished with this spot right here. I want it a little bit larger, but I'm just using my phone today, and it's kind of difficult to do it with one hand, so I'll show you a little more in a minute. But I'm almost done with this spot right here. But as you can see, once you have to get kind of rough with it. There we go. Some ASMR for you. I'm happy with what I've done here. I'll show you some other areas that I've worked on too. I decided to give it more of a natural look, like where it would naturally be distressed if I had had it forever and ever, like since the 90s. That's the look I'm enjoying right now. And so, as you can see, I've done some more over here. There's some along this pocket and down here. That's what I've done so far. I think I'm going to do a little bit on the back, and I may even cut these seams along here where maybe I can have some fraying. Alright, well, I will show you some more in a little bit. Here's where I trimmed along these edges. I don't want a lot of fraying, just a little, and so I barely even got past the stitch in here. So after I wash it, that'll fray just a little bit, and I think that'll be pretty good. Same thing over here. I tried to do it in the spot where I think it would naturally happen, right down here below this distressing on this pocket. And just a little bit the same way. I just barely trimmed down below the hem. So we'll see what happens there. I'm going to do some on the back now, and I'll show you that. If you're doing this inside, it's good to take the jacket outside and shake it off every now and then, because as you can see, you will end up with a lot of lint. I'm trying to keep it together over there, but some of it still was staying on here. And now I think I'm gonna do, I have one up here on the left shoulder, so I think I'm gonna do one back here. And here goes. See if I can show you how this starts out, since I'm doing it one-handed. But yeah, it's hard to do one-handed. Sorry, y'all. I may have to pause and show you some more. There it goes. You can see what's happening. So where it naturally starts to distress, that's the area that you can put a little more pressure on and work on some more. Kind of work it out from there. Excuse my nails. I didn't like this polish in the first place, so I didn't put a top coat on. I decided I would just let it wear off a little bit and then put on something else that I like better. This pink is really not a good color for me. This is a good craft to keep me busy while I'm inside so much, and it's raining outside, so I can't get out the next couple days. And I thought maybe some of you might have a denim jacket laying around that you're kind of tired of that could use some updating. And I even thought that it would be fun to tie-dye a jacket too, but then, you know, as cool as it would be to do that, I have lots of tie-dye shirts already because I'm so into tie-dye like everybody is lately, that, you know, it would be kind of strange to have like a bunch of tie-dye and then a tie-dye jacket on top of that. I know I could wear it with something else, but I like a lot of prints, I like a lot of colors, so I don't really have a lot of plain shirts, you know, that I could wear with a tie-dye jacket. Okay, normally it wouldn't take this long, but, you know, like I said, with one hand, that's the way it goes. So I will pause this for now and show you some more after I've worked on this area. So I've been working on this spot right here for about 5 minutes, and you can see how it's distressed in really well there. I'm about done. I want a little more down here to have a decent sized section. I'm not going to work on that anymore because, as you can see, it's already gone through. I'm happy with that though, but this is there. I'll back off so you can see I'm about done with this part, and then I'm gonna do another one down here on the back somewhere, I think, and call the whole thing done. This took me just a few minutes, so it's not bad. You know, each section don't take that long, but I would say for the whole jacket, if you're going to do a decent amount of distressing, take an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2, because my hands are really tired, so you may want to take breaks in between. It's a good activity to burn a little time. So anyway, I'll show you the rest in a minute. Another hint while you're doing this is to watch your fingers, because, I mean, that's a given, but, you know, to keep the fabric taut, you kind of have to hold it between your fingers while you're scraping it with the knife. And see, I mean, nothing major, but I don't like having my hands all banged up. It just happens sometimes anyway. So you'd think that would be a given, but another thing to remember while you're doing this, keep your fingers out of the way as best you can. If you're working on 2 layers, like the front and the back of the jacket, you know, on top of each other, that should work out just fine. But when you're on a table, if you are just working on 1 layer, you may want to put a cutting board or cardboard or something underneath, because I don't want to scratch my table. So for this one, I'm just making sure that I've got that other layer of my jacket underneath. I'm done with this section now. It took a little longer because it was a little larger, but that's okay. And I also trimmed along this seam right here, so hopefully that'll fray right there. Now I'm ready to wash it. I'm so excited to see what this is going to look like when I'm finished. I will show you the finished product as soon as I can. Okay, here it is, all finished, and I like it a lot. It didn't distress a whole lot more than what I had done, but I'm okay with that because, you know, the cool thing about this is that if I want more, I can always end up doing it later, whenever. But I'm sure after washing it over time that it'll probably end up being distressed some more too. It's not dry yet because I don't like to put a lot of my stuff in the dryer. I would rather just hang it to dry because since it's a men's jacket, I want it to be oversized. I like that for a jacket, and I didn't want it to shrink. So anyway, here it is, and I enjoyed this, and so I may do some other DIY videos in the future. Thanks for stopping by, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later. Bye.